Alright, so we're just doing a few quick questions today, maybe 3, 4 questions. There's so much. But we want to talk a bit about velocity, time, and speed. We may do an additional class on this as I get some more questions, prepare some more questions for you all. But we'll introduce some of the techniques that CXE tests for multiple choice when it comes to distance, speed, distance, speed, time, what they are looking for. So, why is in the chat? Press like on the video, take a screenshot, share your video, tag me, do the usual thing. You know, we're doing it every day till exam, non-stop. Well, hopefully, hopefully every day till exam, non-stop. Alright, let me just post what this man posts. The longer the better, the wiser the math teacher. That is me. So somebody just post up that there. Renando Batiste, good to see you. So let's get started. Everybody press like. Ren, of course, Ren is here. Nathaniel Perry. So which of the cars will reach your destination first? Start to look at the question. Which of the cars? Yes, sir. Bless it. So we start a little later today. We start like about 5 minutes, 10 minutes later than usual. But I just make it. I just come from outside and just screeching, pulling on the topic speed, time, and distance. Alright, yeah, speed, time, distance. But if there's anything, I can always fix it at the end. So let me get some answers. Keisha, Ronaldo, Just Life, Chelsea, Jade, Ronaldo, Deline, here from Guyana, Chari, Marcus, Injustice, Touchdown, Bless Up, Jared. So let's see all your classmates. Oh yeah, don't forget to pay your fee by pressing the like button. Close off the chat, press the like button, bring it back up. If you want to pay for next month too, you could share. Share. Which of the following? Akash has A. Akash come up with the answer pretty fast, but I wonder if A is really the answer. So if they bring this, now distance, speed, and time is not something they beat out a lot of. But if they bring it, they may test it like this, where they're testing your knowledge of the most popular equation for maths. Velocity is speed over time. Speed over time. Velocity is speed over time. Velocity is distance over time. Distance over time. Velocity is distance over time. Just ignore that. So what the triangles do? Some people in it like this, so they have this like physics people. Distance is speed by time. Why I saying velocity? And in the middle of two things here. Let me just say speed is distance over time. Alright. Let me pretend I didn't say anything before and I now start. Speed is equal to distance over time. So distance is speed by time. So in the middle of velocity and all these kind of terms. You all don't need to know that for maths. But at maths you need to know acceleration and velocity for physics, yes. But speed is equal to distance over time. This is what I use. Like what helps me to remember that? I mean, it's something that really stick with me. I don't really need to remember it or something like that in my long-term memory already. But still, speed is meters per second. It's actually written here in the units. I know the units of speed like that as well as in my long-term memory. Meters per second. So distance over time. So speed is distance over time. So you need to know that, right? And how people use this triangle thing is... Why is in the chat if you use this triangle thing? Speed, if you're trying to find speed, is distance over time. If you're trying to find time, is distance over speed. And if you're trying to find distance, is speed multiplied by time. So they use this little triangle technique. If you're feeling triangle-ish, you could hit them that technique, right? So I've seen more answers. I've seen C now. I've seen B as well. So Aliyah says A, Akash said A, Vidang says C, Tahani says B, Kenya says C. Deline says C. Kyra says A or C. By the way, don't shade 2 answers for your CSEC maths. Don't shade 2 answers for your CSEC maths. You're going to get it wrong. Right? Purple car is 5 meters away and moves at an average velocity of 30 kilometers per hour. Purple car is 5 kilometers away and moves at an average velocity of 30 kilometers per hour. So which of the cars will reach the destination first? So 5 kilometers away from the destination. This one they write 4,000 meters. They know you realize that. So we can just change that to 4 kilometers. We really business about none of them. And this one is 6 kilometers, 72. But you have a little extra. It take 5 minutes before it went. And this in minutes and this in hours. Okay. And this one is 5 kilometers away at an average velocity of 9 meters per second. So we have an next little thing to change here. So this question is testing how if you can change meters per second into kilometers per hour. All of them need to be in the same unit. This is 9 meters per second. We can't deal with that. So we need to have all of them in the same unit, and then we can just divide. We can just use the time would be what? Distance over speed. Right? Time is distance over the speed. So this is a problem. So let me see if we can sort out this problem. So 9 meters is really meters. How many meters in a kilometer? You're thinking meters, kilometer, kilo, meter, kilo, 1,000 meters in a kilometer. So 9 meters is really 9 over 1,000 kilometers per second. Are you agree with that? So that's one way you can think of it. I mean, so how to change? Alright, so I'm going through that now, Ronaldo. So 9 meters is really 9 over 1,000 kilometers. But we're still in seconds here, so that's nasty. We need to change seconds to hours. And I already know the number is something like 3,600. But just in case you don't know what the number is, going from seconds to hours. This is how much of that you're moving in 1 second. So if we want to find out how much you're going to move in an hour, it's going to be multiplied because a second is shorter than an hour. Make sense? Alright, like if I went from this house, like if I'm Superman, and I go from this house to who's the last person? Selena. I walk from this house to Selena house, and Selena see me outside, she gets saying, yo, why is in the chat? Or something, right? And I do that in 1 second. If you need to find out how much I'll do it, how fast I'll move in an hour, it will be way longer if I just went from here to there in 1 second. If I had to go in an hour, it will be, so you're not dealing with multiply. I just showing you how to think about it logically, so like if it come in the exam, you can fiddle around with it and get through, right? So Ronaldo, yes, 3,600. So seconds to hours is, the number is 3,600. But how do we arrive at that? Because 60 seconds in a minute, and then 60 minutes are in an hour. So this is the minutes, and this is the hour. So 60 by 60, 6 6s are 36, 2 zeros, 3,600. So is 3,600. Cut that out. So is multiply by 3,600 here. Now you don't have your calculator for this, so in the exam they wouldn't give you two drastic numbers. It means it could work out. Bap, 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 bap. 9 by 6, 9 by 36. So that number looking a little thing, but we see in 36 here, right? So I'll just keep that in mind, 36. Because 9 over 10 is almost 1. So I'll just keep that 36 in mind. 5 kilometers, 36, 5 divided by 36, 4 divided by 20. Ooh, this question is long, boy. So a question not going to come like this for exam for CSEC, but the ideas in it could come piece by piece. And I'll show you like a question that comes like for CSEC. But CSEC never brings a question with one part, an next part, an next part, an next part, an next part, like in multiple choice. It doesn't be so complicated. But I just brought this question because it tests a lot. It shows a lot of stuff that I need to know for speed time, right? Alright, so purple car is 5 kilometers away for 30. So this is 1/6. How I get 1/6? 5 over 30. Remember, it's distance over time. So this is 1/6 of an hour. That is how long this is going to take. This is 4 kilometers away for 20. So this is 1/5 of an hour. This is longer. 1/5 of an hour is longer than 1/6. Yes, I am saving the video. 6 kilometers away for 72. So this is 6 over 72, that is 1/12. But an additional 5 minutes, 1/12 of an hour is 5 minutes. because 5 over 60, 5 over 60 is 12. So this is 112 plus 112. I hope you all understand what I'm doing. If you don't understand, you have to watch over this, try it yourself, pull in numbers. This will be a little challenging if you're not so good in fractions and things. So this is our next 1/6 of an hour. So this is the same and that is the same. I could automatically assume it's going to be the black. No. You know why I could do that? Provided that the question, because this is slower than these two and these two are the same. And they ask which of the cars, meaning 1, which of the cars will reach the destination first. And there's no answer with 2. So it has to be black. But anyway, let's prove that it's black. So this is 5 kilometers. And we had like 36. So it's like 5 over 36. Now it's just 36 is just an estimate. It's a little more than 36. Is it black for sure? 5 over 36. Yeah, because watch, it's a little more than, the speed is actually a little more than 36, and this is 5, so actually you can use common, yeah. So this is 5 kilometers away and it was going 30 kilometers per hour. This is 5 kilometers away and it's going more than 30 kilometers per hour, so obviously this is the faster one. You understand my logic there? So I didn't need to go and work out what is 36 multiplied by 9 over 10, which is a piece of maths that you're not into right now. No kind of, I've never seen a multiple choice with really hard fractions that you had to take your time and work on. By really hard fractions, I mean decimals and recurring and long division and none of them things. There's always something you could see to help you get to the answer very quickly. Remember, they don't care for none of this working. All that matters is that you can get the black car. So what we did is we put everything in the same terms. We put everything in kilometers and everything in kilometers per hour, because this one was in meters per second. After we do that, we divide and we just see which one gives us the smallest fraction, because that'll be the smallest amount of time. There's a little trick with the green card too, where we needed to add on this 5 minutes, which is 5 over 60 of an hour, 1/12. So you can take a look at this question, go through this question, because it have a lot of content in terms of the simple thing with speed, distance, time. There's a lot of that in this question. So try this question again, make sure you can do it by yourself. Next question. Why isn't it chat if you understand that? 134 people. Press like on the video. Ding, 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 ding. So we'll do 3 more questions. I want to pull in this little question here. I want to see what kind of answers we get for this question. What kind of answers will we get for this question? This is not a speed time graph question. I just wanted to pull it in. So tell me, what is the answer for this? Very quickly. Very, very simple question. But people could mess it up. I'd have picked black too even if I didn't know. Yes, the stream is always up later. Mr. Jeremy watching the likes for us there, and he said it's 77 likes, so all organized. I left a like, I complete my payment already. Blessings, you can stay. Imagine if it had something I was training off the stream if it didn't press like in 5 minutes. Sorry, you haven't made your payment. What is half of 2 plus 2? Some people saying C. Half of 2 plus 2 is C. And some people saying A with a laughing face. Some people saying B, but most people saying C. Some people saying B. I've seen a lot of B's as well. So it's a B versus C battle. One D with a next laughing face. So the trick in this question, this is more a question like you might see as a riddle almost. And they're always checking one thing with this question, bud mass. Now, does CXC bring questions like this? Yes. CXC could bring questions which kind of tests the use of bud mass. Half of 2, or some people say bondas, but half of 2 plus 2. Half of 2 plus 2. That's why I need to read that. because the of is more powerful. It's in word form, right? So some people see half of 2 plus 2 is 4. Half of 4 is 2b. So that's why most people get B. Well, a good bit of people get B. But the answer is really half of 2, then plus 2. Half of 2 is 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. So the answer is C. So those who said C was correct. So I want you to always keep your mind open for that little multiplication and division. Run the show over brackets 2 and of 2, because of means multiply. Half of 2, right? So of brackets multiplication division is above addition and subtraction. So they have more importance. Really good. Why is in the chat? If you're good to go with that, you're not going to get tricked with any of that for exam. Let's bring up our next velocity speed time question. This is the second to last question. How long we take so far? What kind of time we hitting them so far? Anybody have a time on this stream? We are just about 15 minutes in. So this is a classic CXC style question here. Classic. It is a classic. So let's see if you can get this. They like to ask a question like based solidly on time alone, or based solidly on speed alone, or based solidly on distance alone. Sometimes they don't really mix the pot now. They don't really mix the pot. So this question like based on time alone. This is based on the 12-hour clock. CXC known for asking questions as well based on the 24-hour clock. So you need to understand the 24-hour clock. So we'll do our next set of questions, maybe as early as tomorrow. We'll do some more velocity speed time. Stick with the maths. We might do that and functions tomorrow. Hit them a little bit of functions too. It depends on how much work we could get done. How much work I could get done during the day tomorrow. How much free time I have. So we're on for 16 minutes. Thanks for the update. Yeah, just hit 20 minutes now. So I've seen lots of A's. I know lots of A's. Just 3 A's. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So everybody's saying 8. No, one person said 5, 20. Oh no, that's just for the time. So everybody's saying A, which is a good sign because the answer is A. So there are a few ways to do this. There's the mathematical way where you subtract, and you need to know how to deal with subtracting. But for multiple choice, you could just use the technique where you're keeping it in your mind, where you're adding the minutes in your mind, and in the end you just have some minutes to add and some hours to add. Let me show you what I mean. So 9 a.m. arrives to school 75 minutes later. So what time does he arrive to school? Keep in mind, if you're seeing 75 minutes, this means an hour and 15 minutes. 75 is 60 plus 15. This hour need to come here. So 75 minutes later means he arrived at 10:15. So from 10:15 a.m. to 2:25 p.m. in school. Why is in the chat? So here's what I do. I add the hours. I can do this. You do this in your mind. Tell me if this is how you do it as well. So 10:15 to 11. 10:15 to 11 is 60 minus 15 is 45 minutes, right? So I have that 45 minutes in my back pocket, right? And this is like 25 minutes past 2. So really I'm dealing with 11 to 2. Everything okay? And some weird noises. 11 to 2. So 11 to 2 is 11 to 12, that is 1. And then to 1, that is 2. Then to 3. Then to 2, sorry, that is 3. So there's really 3 hours in between here. And this is how my mind thinking, right? This is really 3 hours in between here. And I had to go and check back these minutes I had in my back pocket here. 45 and 25 is 1 hour and 10 minutes. Because 45 and 45 and 15 is an hour 60. And as I was saying, this is really 70. 5 could come there, make it 30, 30 and 40 is 70. So 70 minutes is really a next hour and 10 minutes. So 4 hours and 10 minutes. So all that, somebody say no, say too much work. No, no, no. This is real. So in my mind, I'd be like, okay, 10, 15, 45, 1, 2, 3, 45 and 25, 410. And I reached the answer there already. So I just explaining what I would be thinking. Now the other way to do it is to subtract. This is the later time. So you want to think of this in terms of 1425. You understand why I do that? I give it the 12 because it went up to 12 and I add on the 2. 12 o'clock, instead of saying 1 o'clock, I say 13. Instead of saying 2 o'clock, I say 14. 24 hours, right? And then I have the 10, 15. Remember, it's not 9, eh? It's 75 minutes past after 9. Rain falling, so I hope you're hearing me clearly. Kimoya say I'm making it too complicated. No, that is actually a method that most students use, that kind of thinking. And it's not complicated. Right, Jared say he counts from 10:15. Kimoya, that's what they do. To 2:15, 4 hours, and just add on more. Now the reason I'm showing you this is because sometimes that method could be a little confusing to students. Like if I start past the half an hour, or if I have minutes and hours mixed up. This is the subtracting method. But yeah, once you're both floating, let your boat float. So 15 from 25 is 10, and 10 from that is 4. Now sometimes you end up in a situation where, so you end up to the answer here one time, right? 4 hours and 10 minutes. Sometimes you end up in a situation where just double checking, where you have to take away something like this. Now we say 10, 40. So you have to take away more minutes than you have. So what you need to do is borrow a whole hour from this side. So this goes to 13, and you're going to add on 60 minutes here. Because you're not going to add on 100, right? You're going to add on, you're dealing with minutes. So this is really 85, take away that. 85 take away 40, so that is 45. And so 345. Why isn't it chat if you understand that? Because this is like 85 here, right? So whatever way that you understand and you arrive at the correct answer, cool. But you want to check it with different times, because a question like this, like 90% chance of coming, a question with some kind of time thing, a plane leave, a ship leave, time, this, that, 24 o'clock, 12 o'clock, one of those things might be tested. And you need to be able to subtract time. Alright, let's go to the next question. This is the final question for today. This question tests your understanding of graphs. Boom. New people who just touched down because it's 162, that's the usual number we're dealing with these days. Yesterday was a 150 average. Press like, and let's get an answer for number 25. Right, so somebody did post on Instagram. Oh no, that's a different post.
They are not lazy.
They are not lazy. They lack initiative. Big up yourself, Father Positive. You're just spamming why. Oh, Akim, that is allowed here. So don't get worried. When I say why is in the chat, you spam why. But you don't just spam why outers, right? Oh, actually, Dale was really overdoing it a little bit. Dale, why am your Y button sticker? But once I say why is in the chat, you're free to put down real whys in the chat. Not too much. Be reasonable. So we're seeing a lot of C's, some B's, A. Somebody say one more question, sir. Yeah, we'll come through tomorrow. A, C, C, C. Mostly C's. Some B's. Are you sure what I see? B, A. Alright. So this graph here is velocity. I keep saying velocity. Speed, maths, right? Speed, time. Distance, time. Distance, time. Speed, time. Alright? So in this graph, what they ask, which of the graphs below represents an object at rest? In this graph, you are moving at a constant speed. Constant speed. Are you at rest? No. So this is not one of them. In this graph, you are changing your distance. The only way you can go from one place to the next place is by movement, which indicates a speed. So this is not one of the answers. This object is not at rest. You're moving. You're changing distance. You're displacing. All right. In this graph, you are moving at a constant velocity, but your velocity is 0, which means you're not moving. You are at rest. So this is one. Constant zero speed. Constant zero speed, right? No speed. Your meter and 0 is stand still. In this one, you are at a certain distance. You're by the shop or the road, and you just remaining put. You're not moving from that distance, so you are at rest as well here. So this answer is B. The answer is B. And we had a lot of C's. So I think this is the one I will post on the gram. Alright. So when you post your answer, don't explain why. Those of y'all who are in the chat, those of y'all who are in the live, you'll have an advantage because I just give you all the answer. But the answer is actually B. And well, let's just go through very quickly the two types of graphs you need to know and what you need to know in them before we go. There is the speed time graph. Now with the speed, just pretend you're seeing an XE somewhere there. Speed time graph, and there is the, as a matter of fact, I can do this thing official, and I'll write official, what's something here? Boom, graph for your money, and swap, swap, and zoop, and then boom. So now I'm gonna put speed here, still writing like my finger breakdown. Speed time graph, and then there's a next type of graph. Let's go on the next page. Copy, paste. This is important. Stay put. We're leaving just now. There's the distance time graph. So in multiple choice, this is something that can be tested very easily. Very, very easily. There is the speed time graph and the distance time graph. Two things that can be, I can think of millions of questions that could come on this. So here are some of the tips that you need to know so you can identify very quickly. If you see this in a speed time graph, it means you are changing speed. You are getting faster and faster. In this one that I drew, you started at 0 and you're getting faster and faster. But something is constant here. What is constant? Can you tell me what is constant here? What you could tell me about this graph? That constant here is the gradient. What is the gradient? What is the gradient? What is the gradient in a speed time graph? The gradient, and I think somebody may have said it by now, but yes, well done, awkward. Acceleration. So in a speed time graph, the gradient is acceleration. So if you see this, you are not accelerating, you are maintaining a constant speed. If you see the line like here, which was the trick in that question, yes, you are at a constant speed, you're not accelerating, but your speed is actually 0 if this is the origin, right? If you see this, you are that gradient there is you are accelerating. If you see this, you are dropping speed, you are decelerating, which is acceleration as well, negative acceleration, right? So this is decelerating. So you can get a graph like this for your multiple choice. And a next thing that they can ask you, a next big trick with this, big trick, Holly, a big trick is the distance in a speed time graph is equal to the area under, I'm going to write curve, right? Or let's put graph, because you're not going to get a curve for CSEC maths, for sure, for sure. For sure. But you could get a trapezium. They love them trapeziums, brother. So remember I tell you CXC love trapezium. In this exam in July, you're bound to see a trapezium somewhere, in some part of the maths, whether it's trigs, geometry, measurement, speed time, you're bound to see a trapezium pop up. And they can ask you, what is the gradient? Not what is the gradient. What is the distance the car travel? And they may give you the height here, or they might put X, and they might give you the answers in terms of X. I hope your mind getting opened up to the different things. We're going to test this tomorrow. I'm just explaining it now. I'm going to give you some questions like this tomorrow. So, speed time graph, critical and vital. So, the gradient is the acceleration, the distance underneath the graph. So, you find the area of that trapezium is the area underneath the graph. The distance is the area underneath the graph. That's about it. So, if you see this constant speed, increasing speed, constant acceleration. If you see this, the acceleration is 0, you're not accelerating. Now let's talk about the distance time graph. What is the gradient in a distance time graph? We're nearly done. One more minute again. Big trick, boss. I just now explained a trapezium question and the student how about? So acceleration will be constant. I think in that situation, yeah, cool. Somebody say we are here. We in here. Alright. Gradient. I think it just arrived. Gradient in a distance time graph is actually speed. So if you see this, it means you're increasing your distance at a constant rate. That is your speed. If you see this, you have flat, right? You have 0 speed. Your gradient is 0. You are not speeding. You are not changing velocity. You are not, your distance is 0, right? Your speed is 0. So the gradient in a distance time graph is speed. That way you feel no. So the gradient is speed. Increasing speed, constant speed, decreasing your speed. Now there's nothing for area underneath the graph. So you don't need to worry about that. If you see this, your speed is dropping. If you see this, your speed is going up faster. If you see this, constant speed in the next direction, this is 0 speed. Your distance is, so a lot of time when you get distance time graph of CXC, there's part dot here and like a dot here, and they see this is tongue B and this is tongue A, and how long it takes for bridging to reach from tongue A to tongue B, and what is the gradient, hence figure out what is the speed. So we'll get to see some more of how this can be tested in a multiple choice tomorrow. Press like in the chat. Usual thing, press like in the chat, make sure you subscribe, share this video with your friends, follow me on Instagram at Kerwin Springer. If you're informed for and you're peeping at this and you're like, sign up for my online class, go on Instagram, messaging me on Instagram is not safe. Right now my inbox is a mess. So the easiest thing to do is message me the business number, which normally I meet the admin when you message this number, but I have it right now because we have all the time in the world. So I'm doing all the administrative stuff. So you can message this number now to sign up for the class, right? And that's for those who write in exams next year, right? I'm not taking on new people in my class for this year again. And I think that is it earlier. See you all tomorrow. All the best. Blessings. We always start in minutes to 5. Usually I want to come on like 4:45, 4:50. Today we came on a little later for reasons. I just came from Price Plaza. So do you think I have anything else to say now? Let's see, read some comments. I need chemistry past papers. If any past papers, go in the student hub. So I must say thanks, you're doing a great job because since Ghana have lockdown, I got teacher about 3 times from a teacher. Alright, but teachers trying their best because some teachers don't really know how to use the online thing. I'm doing this for my students in school as well so they can come on here and see this. So what about Chem? Chem will come, Chem will come. Ting, 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 pop, pop, pop. I want to focus on maths for like a week or two to just, maths is the main thing on this channel. And then we can start to sprinkle Chem, Physics, Geo, other subjects. Alright, later.